And gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we got a special one here for you tonight. It's the big guy KG sitting in with the Nubian Sumo, James, the People's Choice Don Rodriguez, and we are affectionately and collectively known as the Saturday Night Wrestlemaniacs. First and foremost, gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
Tied.
That's gonna be the thing. That's the running theme for tonight.
Yeah, I ain't doing too bad. You know, I have slept most of the day today, so I'm all right. But you know, we're gonna see what the night holds.
God daggone lucky you! I made it all the way to Carlisle, Pennsylvania today.
Oh man,
just to go to Walmart. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
all
decent trip.
Asked to get to that, you know,
Yeah. I passed quite a few. I didn't mean to go that far. We went through the mountains and everything. Didn't mean to go that far because I missed the Walmart that I was actually trying to get to. So, but we wound up in Carlisle.
The special that you were trying to find? What was the reason for going all there?
Taking the kids out and just doing something different. Because I was like, it's about the time everybody needs something personal. So I was like, let's go get some personal stuff. Let's go for a ride and do it. And we went all the way up there, and my wife gave me the side eye going through the mountains. You know, her stomach was in her throat coming over that hill, man. And I hit the top of the hill, and you know how you hit the top of the hill and the car bounce and come back down, man. I didn't mean to do it. She gave me that side eye. I was like, let me slow my ass down. But she was a good sport about it. She was good. Long as she was happy and she was safe, I was fine. I was good with it. So.
Right.
Well, the only way we can start this off, it's February, so the 31 days of dryness is over. Nubian Sumo, what you drinking, what you smoking tonight?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we long past 31 days. It's gone. That's been gone. We halfway through February now. So happy Black History Month to everybody that recognizes that. And in celebration of Black History Month and my first time on the show drinking for the year, I have the Bro Brothers Bourbon Whiskey, Black-owned company out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
The three brothers, the Yarborough brothers, who came up with their own brand of bourbon. This is a non-chill filtered bourbon, which means that it hasn't been regularly filtered like every other bourbon has. So instead, once it comes out of the barrel, it just sits for a while, and all the settlement goes down to the bottom, and then they bottle it from what's left on top. So this is a rather unusual bourbon. So we're going to try this today. This will be my first time opening that. And then I'm also being powered tonight in celebration of my non-sobriety. We're going with Cuban tonight, fellas. The Cohiba 1966 Churchill. Gentlemen, you're looking at an $85 cigar that's about to get burnt to hell.
You should feel honored that you're killing your lungs just for us at the cost of $85. Thank you, James.
But I'm curious now because like the bourbon and a Cuban cigar, like that's gonna hit the palate like in the most exquisite way, I'm sure.
That's why when you cleaning your palate like you do, you goes this long without drinking or without smoking, and you got a clean palate, you can't do but woo, did you hear that?
Bless.
Oh,
when you got just clean palate like this, this doesn't happen often. So you got to get you something that's going to be extraordinary.
Well, I'm glad you're supporting Black History Month. All the darkies in the world are extra happy that your liver and your lungs are being destroyed just for them.
Shoot. First sip, what is it? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me now.
It's medicinal, but it's good medicinal. It's not.
Oh, bless it.
It's not like Robitussin.
It's like amoxicillin, the pink one that they give you for ear infection.
That's a good.
Yeah, but
yeah,
exactly. It's a good medicinal. But it doesn't have a burn on it. I mean, I think it's only like 84. Yes, 82 proof. So it's not a hard proof. It's not a high proof.
That's like light soda to you. That's like zero.
Yeah. So I mean, it's actually refreshing. And I usually don't put the word refreshing on a bourbon, but this one is actually refreshing. It's almost like drinking a sparkling juice. In that sense.
Well, don't make it sound too good, you know. And the kids watch this, they're like, "Oh, let me get some of that."
Let me go get me some bourbon.
Yeah.
Now, people,
hey, like I said, like I tell everybody, you know, used to have a prescription back in the day to get bourbon. So, you know, bourbon's good for you. Keep your yang up.
I think my Jimmy Wang Yang is pretty good right now.
We starting early. But I love it. People's Choice, what you powered by tonight?
I'm powered by 7 days in a row, about to be 8, and motherfucking Donald Duck orange juice.
Damn. Got to get that vitamin C in.
Yep.
Before we jump off,
he got Donald Duck.
Don't make me pull it from the soul. Don't make me pull it from the soul. That'd be the last little bit of energy I got.
Well, see, here's my thing. You got that Donald Duck. What's in the Donald Duck? Did you put Southern Comfort in that?
I can't tell you what's in my special drink, but I did.
He put Southern Comfort in that.
I did sip it a little bit, so that way something could be added to it.
Exactly. I know the move. Guy I used to work with named Malvern. He used to do that. He would take his Tropicana juice, drink it down just a little bit, put the Southern Comfort in there, shake that thing up, and say, "All right, I'm good to go." Oh, okay.
Want to see it?
Man,
Southern
I could never get into that.
I had a Southern Comfort phase, but I can't do that anymore.
I was called living in Atlanta.
Headache waiting to happen is what I call that.
That was before I moved to Atlanta. That was during my college days when I was drinking Southern Comfort.
Oh man.
By the time I got to college, I was on Tanqueray.
Oh.
I was drinking Tanqueray before Duke came out with gin and juice. So when folks was talking about that gin and juice, everybody was on Tanqueray. I was already 3 years ahead of them. So yeah, it was like, don't say I'm ahead of them. 4 years wagon.
Well, let me say this before we jump into this show. Yesterday was a special day for around the office. Yesterday was our 5-year anniversary as an official podcast. Now, granted, we've been doing this podcast since 2017, and then we started really consistently doing it in February 2018. We didn't have a name before that. We found a name, and we changed it, and we've been running ever since. I didn't say anything because I was like, I wanted to say something on air. So, to you two gentlemen.
So you start crying. Are you doing it again?
No, I'm not doing it again.
Bless.
To you two gentlemen, Lady C, the Midnight Rider, the Boss BJ, the Man of the Hour, Delonte, the Icon, the Legend, Big Jim, the man as cool as ice, twice as nice, and ain't never had a bad day in his damn life, Junie. I gotta say thank you because I got a reason to do something, man. I got a reason to do something that I love, and it's because of y'all, man. So I couldn't have picked a better group of people. Couldn't pick a better family to do this with for 5 years. So I raised my cup of Kool-Aid to you all to another successful year, and hopefully we can do it every year. It gets bigger, it gets better. So hopefully it just keeps growing, and maybe, just maybe, it turned into a 6-figure deal somewhere down the line for everybody. So,
well,
now,
this is going on. This is like 3 years for me, right?
yeah,
Didn't I start in January with y'all?
yeah.
So this is 3 years for me. So
Mm-hmm.
That's the longest change
yeah.
I've ever been in.
No, I work for ESPN Zone for 5. So shut up.
But I left.
And I've been in my current job for 6. So shut up.
Don't get sassy because you got a little sip. A little drip.
About to take another too.
This particular show, we calling it a special show because we got the Super Bowl tomorrow. So we decided to do, you heard of fantasy football, you've heard of fantasy basketball. We're going to do some fantasy wrestling. And of course, the People's Choice Don Rodriguez took my idea and he said, let's put it together for our yearly pay-per-view. And I love it because I've been asking for this pay-per-view for quite some time. And that's Worlds Collide, where every organization comes together for a pay-per-view and everybody sits in the back and counts money, because that's what it is. It's just a cash grab with champion versus champion, and this wrestler versus this wrestler, this performer versus this performer. So we're going to flesh out the card tonight. Now we're going to have a pre-show, and our pre-show consists of 2 matches. And, you know, we'll give you the breakdown of each match, and I guess we'll have to actually book it, old school segment. But we'll have to book it.
Before we get too deep, you know, I just want to say there has been talk in the IWC about Impact Wrestling and New Japan Wrestling getting back together again and putting together a super card. Now, this may, the rumor is that they're getting together and there may be a Ring of Honor presence, which means Tony Khan might be involved in it. So, and being that they're talking about making the show possibly a Jay Briscoe tribute, there may be some other organizations, smaller organizations like Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and some other folks that want to get involved in it. So this is just a rumor at this time, but they could be working on putting something together for you there, KG.
I would hope so. And, you know, bless me on the back end, you know, give me 10% of the gate and 5% of the pay-per-view numbers. You know, just give me a little bit. That's all I want. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all.
About 35 cents.
No, I said 10% and 5%. I need 15%.
Oh, okay.
And then the resale rights, I need royalties. So every time this comes up, I need to get money. I need a check to be cut. You know, it could be 50, 55,000. I ain't worried about it. I know you got it. You know, it's just pay me like you would pay your taxes. That's all I'm saying. So we got the pre-show
out there.
Huh?
It is an official show that's being booked. The pre-show is being hosted by the greatest tag team of all time,
the Killer Bees.
And John Cena.
Dumbass.
But you never see John Cena because, you know.
Yeah, is he going to be wearing that dress? Is he going to be wearing that dress like I sent you that?
We damn sure saw that.
So just to let everybody know exactly how this is going to play out, everybody between the 3 of us, that is, are going to pick who we want to be in that particular match type. And then we're going to have to come to a general consensus on who's going to be put over and win the match. If we feel like it, we can get into how the finish could be. That's perfectly fine. But the caveat is that anybody that is being booked into these matches have to be an active wrestler, superstar, whatever you want to call them, or somebody that if they, let's say, just retired, but they're still in good shape, that they could be in a match tomorrow because there's still a viable option when it comes down to fitness that they could be added to the match. So, for instance, if Santino Morella wanted to jump in and wrestle, he's still in great shape. Or we just saw Booker T. He can at least get in there. You know, you could put those folks in. But
so no digging nobody up from the grave.
No, Fabulous Moolah is not going to win the future of the women's division. But Mae Young May, because she, you know, she'll have a hand in the finish. Come on, Adam.
Not even gonna say anything. He got it. But let me.
That's Mark Henry's kid you talking about.
Let me throw an extra one out. And this wasn't even in the list. This is off the top of my head. This is straight to you guys. For this said pay-per-view, who are your commentators?
Living?
Don't matter. I mean, you gotta have a commentator.
We each get one.
If like we each gotta get one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that works.
I know it may sound crazy. Joey Styles. Just to shake it up.
Sumo?
Nigel McGuinness.
I'm with that.
Oh, you know where I'm going. I'm going good old JR. I'm always, I mean, in my opinion, next to Heenan and Gorilla, JR and the King are tops. Like, it didn't get no better than that. And then and below them is King and Michael Cole. It got no better than that.
I'm with you on that.
All right.
That's the commentating team. So let's talk about the pre-show. First match of the night, get everybody hyped, get pumped, is the future of the women match. So again, that's future of the women's division is not going to be Trish Stratus. It could be, you know, anybody that's active. So my choice is Ava Ray, aka The Rock's daughter. Straight out of NXT. Who you got, KG?
Oh, you put me up. See, I had to write some things down. You know where I'm gonna go. I'm not. It's no shame, no slouch. I'm going Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Didn't think she got a long enough run with that strap.
All right,
maybe bad choice of words.
Y'all off the chain with these double entendres today, boy. I'm just saying. My choice, since we're still celebrating Black History Month, is the Pan-African World Diaspora World Champion, Trish Adora.
All right.
She is more than willing to defend her championship during this match if the need calls for it.
Well, shoot, if you putting it up, you're the booker man, then it's in. It's official. So at this moment, we now have this as a future of the women's division triple threat championship match between Ava Ray, Liv, and Trish Adora. So by general speaking, with this being that level of a championship match, there's technically two people that can win this. Technically. If we're talking about, you know, lineage and 23andMe. So much as I like Liv Morgan, she wasn't going to win this match. Sorry, not happening. So you go with the youth or you go with the established. I'm going to put the belt on Ava. Not pole riding the Rock, but it'll be something that would catapult her and set her aside in a different manner than Dwayne. Because what she's doing down there with Schism is pretty cool. Even probably nobody can spell it.
Well, go ahead, KG. I want to hear what I know. I don't know if you know anything about Trish Adora,
We talked about it many times on the show.
She is on it. She has wrestled on AEW. She's wrestled on Impact. She's more of an independent wrestler. She's had this belt for over 3 years, and she's had this belt since Pro Wrestling Illustrated announced that they recognize it as a world championship. So this belt is a legitimate world championship. So and she has been defending it in smaller independents. She's from DC, former military. Her mother runs a homeless shelter somewhere in Southeast. And she actually has her finishing move is called the Lariat Tubman, which is a running lariat, a running clothesline. So and I'm sure you know about Ava Rain, the little that we've seen of her. So go ahead and make your decision off of that little bit of information.
Well, first off, hey, how you doing, Raj, man? Good to see you here. Glad to be back. Glad to have you back, I should say. Hopefully before I think we should book that before WrestleMania. Have a good old round table discussion again. Get everybody in. See Perry doing that. Like I ain't gotta do nothing.
Stop stalling and answer the question. I buy time. You trying to buy time. That man asked you a direct question on who you gonna pick, and you better not say Liv Morgan.
Damn, man, you ain't talked to me like that since like 2000. I'm a little scared. Damn, it's been about 23 years since you talked to me like that.
I still got it, man.
Man, I'm a little nervous now. It's a little warm. I'm
should buy you, motherfucker.
I'm picking Trish Adora on this one. That's the only way you can go. Only way I can go is Trish Adora. So,
all right, Sumo, you got the split.
Well, of course, you know I'm going with the forever champion, Trish Adora.
It's messed up. You're not going to give nobody else the opportunity to come up. She got to lose it at some point.
Yeah, she got to lose it at some point, but she's going to lose it to somebody that actually needs it. Dude, Ava Rain doesn't need it. This is an independent world championship. This is something that's supposed to elevate somebody in the independent scene. Now that the WWE has made the announcement that NXT stars will be able to go to these to independents and wrestle, you know, maybe, you know, we'll see. But at this point, no. Let her earn it. Let her earn her stripes in the independence first.
That would be the whole purpose. That'd be the vehicle to get her out there and do something.
What, to give her you already got a leg up with her name and her daddy? No.
Give her something to separate her from legacy. That's all I'm saying.
She can't escape legacy.
She can't. Well,
every time you turn around, that's the Rock's daughter. She looks like the motherfucker.
Well, goddamn.
So I mean, damn.
You hear the thunder rumbling from down under. So I don't know what the heck is going on. We got a storm coming down here. So if I lose signal and all that stuff, then that probably is whatever lightning strikes and whatever just happened in the background down here in South Carolina.
Old and new, that's what that is.
Well, the aliens, it took them long enough. Shoot, I can tell him exactly what James is. He was looking for an anal probe for about what, 20 years?
You know, it's your ass that need the enema.
That's true. I have some stuff that need to come out.
Yeah. Okay, going on to the next match.
Don't you try me today, James? You drinking today? Oh, I'm gonna get you.
No, don't fall. Hey, go ahead.
Be ready.
I am ready, so I ain't got to get ready.
Okay, all right.
So the winner of this one is Trish Adora?
Yes.
Okay.
Trish Adora, yes.
Okay.
So you have to post this, obviously, in a more succinct form on the Twitters and the Facebooks and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
So that way people can know what Worlds Collide look like.
Okay.
Second match of the
now that since our platform here, StreamYard, has announced that we can do reels on Facebook and YouTube, maybe we can experiment on that.
Maybe so.
Oh yeah,
I would think so.
Get in trouble. I got about 4 or 5 videos. I don't know if we can show them, but I got about 4 or 5 videos.
No, we don't want none of your stripper videos. Just like you had that hiatus and you went on that damn mini tour.
Hey man.
Oh Jesus.
Hey man.
I cannot
be held accountable for all the people that got smacked. I tell you, they were like, "Is that Jimmy? Is that Jimmy White Gang?" Like, yep, and it's coming right around. Pow! Right on the kiss.
Yeah. Right on that pull up to my bumper tour he was on.
If you hear 2 honks, they better come outside. That's all I'm saying. So,
second match. Second match.
Second match of the night.
KG trying to rein us in this shit. What the fuck?
Because you know he tired. If he start going, he gonna start stripping. You know it.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go. Okay. Now that you said that, you're correct, sir. Go ahead.
I haven't been bucket naked on the stream. Gosh, it's been what, almost a year and a half now? Dang, I'm
God.
You remember that ass whooping you got too, don't you?
Yep, it was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, he liked that. He liked getting beat with the unicorn. Okay.
not even going there.
Exposing fetishes and shit.
You know, rainbows come out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like John, like John Cena walking around like Britney Spears.
Hey, oops, I did it again. So, tag team turmoil, fatal 4-way tag team match. KG, you got to change the ticker.
Oh shit! I am so sorry.
You have one job. He over here playing around and stuff. See, I told you over here stalling. So, here's what we got. My first pick is the OC. What tag team you got, Sumo?
I'm going with a tag team that's been doing a lot of things here lately. They were in the best of the Super Juniors and did very well. Came in second place as runner-up and best of the Super Juniors. They just won an independent tag team championship together, as well as being in contention for the PWG titles, the New Japan, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships, and the Impact Championships, Tag Team Championships. I'm going with Ace Austin and Chris Bay.
Okay, I'm with that.
I'm going with FTR. I said, hell, I got to pull out the big guns. I got to win one.
That's good. And then the final team is my pick, and I'm selecting Imperium. So in this fatal 4-way tag team turmoil match, would be the OC versus FTR versus Ace Austin and Chris Bay versus Imperium. And we have to come to a consensus on who we're putting over in this match.
FTR.
That's it? You just say FTR? You just going to give it to them? Didn't they have enough belts?
One more ain't going to hurt. I was going to go Edge and Christian, but I didn't.
Well, the irony is that could actually happen again. Midnight Riders over here talking about Imperium. So we got some crowd participation and some votes. Sumo, what's your thoughts? So right now, FTR is on the table.
I'm not even going to go with my own team. Out of this, I'll probably go with the OC.
Ooh.
So you going to leave it to me?
Yeah, you left it to him. So look, the Midnight Rider said boo Imperium, so it ain't going to be Imperium. We already know that.
Imperium is a beast of a team. So don't let them.
But here's the thing about these fantasy booking things, right? Because anytime you deal with a fantasy booking question, my first question is who's pushing where's it going to be? Is it going to be a WWE? Is it going to be an Impact? Is it going to be a Japan?
It's a KG.
It makes a difference where it's going to be.
This is a KG. This is us. So there's no agenda. That's why, you know, it's set up in that way to where we make a consensus based off of us. And we know that we're going to level the playing field for exactly who it is. So we're not pigeonholing the OC and the WWE box of move sets and programming. Same thing with Imperium. Same thing with FTR. So they get to be who they are, how they wrestle, and their best. And that's the goal. You missed that. The Killer Bees are the pre-show hosts. So, yeah, they have a presence, along with John Cena, but nobody saw him the whole pre-show. Allegedly, he's going to be in WWE 2K13, but we'll never see him either. So I'm a deciding vote between FTR and, oh, boy, the OC.
FTR, OC, Imperium, and Ace Austin and Chris Bay.
As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to go with FTR. Not giving KG any. I see him. Look at his face. You see that little smirk? He's trying to gloat already.
I ain't said not a word.
Here's the reason why. Because FTR can go and face Ace and Chris and beat them. That's not outside their potential. They can go to Europe and face, if they haven't already, I'm quite sure they have Imperium in their proper form and beat them. And then they can definitely face the OC wherever, whenever. They've already, you know, technically done it in two brands already, two companies already. So the smart play would be to go ahead and give it to them just because they have that wide potential and pedigree to be able to get it done and walk out of that match solidified as being among the best tag teams in the world. So that's why KG, not because you picked them.
Well, at least I don't believe the Killer Bees are the greatest tag team of all time. But hey,
but they did do a run-in at the end of the show and stomped FTR just because, just buzzing all on ass. So that's the pre-show.
We got to revisit that. We need to revisit that whole top 10. We need to go back over that because James has never seen that list.
Tell him to go back.
No, we went over it. We went over it. We did a show where you went back and you found it, and we went through the top. Y'all did a top 25, and we went through all 25, and we debated that as the three of us.
So the Killer Bees was not number one.
No, but you didn't have the Road Warrior. I'm sorry.
Criteria, people.
Yes, it was criteria, but you didn't have the Road Warrior number one. That's a problem.
All that bull crap criteria you had going on, yeah, it was convoluted and constipated and the whole thing. So yeah.
Let me just say this. I smell it. I know you guys smell it. It smells like WrestleMania season. And last I checked, there's a nice little thing that kind of exists that sounds like this. Just putting that out there. Could there be a comeback of a countdown list? Quite possible. Be prepared. Could it be the best singles wrestler of all time that you may or may not have seen? Quite possibly. Hint, hint. We all know who number one is. Just putting that out there. Yeah. The model Rick Martel. So either way, let's go ahead to the main card. First match out the gate is a steel cage match between my pick and Sumo's pick. Intentionally left KG out of this one.
That's fine.
Go head to head with the Sumo. KG, you have to make the decision, though, on who wins. My pick is NXT Sizzle Keith Lee.
So you're saying Keith Lee as he was in NXT, not necessarily main roster or AEW.
Of freedom to be Keith Lee when he was in his full confidence, basking in his glory. That's the emotion and the level of Keith Lee that will come out into that steel cage.
Okay. Then I'm glad.
Caveat, before you say who you picked, I'm gonna give a little retro into this because I thought about this very hard. This is not current steel cage. This is 80s hard steel, big squares, steel cage.
The blue cage.
Yes, because I
No.
want there to be some hurting on whoever you pick. Because he's some big boys, so you need some reinforcement. I know you got to be picking a big boy.
Okay, first of all, I'm being distracted right now. Who's got Bray Wyatt in their living room playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Oh shit, you can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
Oh shit. That is, oh man, they putting the baby to sleep. Damn. I never knew y'all could hear that.
I can hear that very clearly, and I'm thinking Bray Wyatt is in your house right now. So yeah.
Shit.
No, okay, well, that's what's up then. No problem. I'm like, wow, really? Quit Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Okay.
Oh man, my fault.
No, you good, man. You good. We break each other's balls on here a lot, so it's all good.
Hey, if you want a good mic, go to Best Buy, get you a J-Lab mic because it picks up everything.
Okay, well, with everything that Don just said, I'm pretty glad I made the pick that I made. Okay. And the pick that I made is also NXT.
Really?
The pick that I made is pretty much considered the replacement for Keith Lee when Keith Lee left. So my pick in this match is Odyssey Jones.
Yeah.
The way that he was intended to come in, he was supposed to come in as the monster. He was supposed to come in as a real badass, coming in and playing that Keith Lee role the way they wanted it to. But he got watered down for some reason, and they kind of holding him back. They're barely putting him on television. Got this happy-go-lucky dude walking around, making friends with everybody. That's not what he was intended to be when he first got brought up to NXT.
Why? It's not being said, but you know why? He doesn't have the look. He's a big guy.
Oh, he's got the look.
He's a big guy, but he's not Walter coming in. Yeah, he may be a big build. He may have a little flab, but he can make it happen. Keith Lee is a big guy, but he's solid. Bronson Reed, big guy, solid. Odyssey has still some jiggle. So I think they either want him to cut or to build to match.
Yeah, but he came in with a little jiggle too.
He had a little jiggle, but the performance of Walter
with a jiggle and got over.
But that's the version of Walter that I like.
I don't like this. I don't like this version of Walter. Anorexic.
Yeah, I mean he's a little too cut down. He's a little, but
yeah, he's too cut down. See. There's a difference between NXT Walter and Indie Walter. Indie Walter was smaller than NXT Walter. He actually gained weight when he got to NXT, and then they cut him, and then they cut his weight. All crazy.
Stop going in and out burger and all that stuff.
He was somewhere like in between when he was in the independents, and he looked good. If you want to bring Odyssey Jones down, cool. Do what they doing with Top Dollar. But don't do much as they did with Top Dollar. Top Dollar look crazy right now.
Yeah, he do. He looked like 50 Cent.
Yeah, after he made that botch on that tope, he is big. They got him looking absolutely silly right now. I mean, it don't make no sense. And then they need to change his gimmick, his ring gear. They need to change all that mess. But yeah, they could do something with Odyssey. I mean, I'm not saying Odyssey is going to win this match between him and Keith Lee, but it would be interesting to see what was supposed to be as to what it is supposed to be, and how they juxtapose that. So yeah, that's why I picked Odyssey against Keith Lee, because I felt there'd be two men, and you got him in a cage. We'll just see what happens with and see where it goes. You know, if anything, Odyssey can get the rub off of Keith Lee, and hopefully that'll help build up his career some.
Yeah, either way, I knew you were going to come with somebody good to match Keith Lee. So, I knew it would be a solid competition, and it would be a hard decision for KG. So you came with that one, so I appreciate that. Don't let it go to your head. I still don't like it.
Okay. You just stop biting people's lyrics, and I'll be all right.
All right, Booker Man.
Look, I'm trying to avoid the question because I don't. I'm busying myself with something else.
You got the pencil, man. Come on.
If I had to book this one,
screw it up. They're gonna meet you in the parking lot.
That's fine. Double count out. Boom. There it is.
No. And a steel cage.
And a steel cage. That don't make no sense.
That's a WWE finish right there.
I see if you say they went over the top of the cage and they landed on it at the same time.
Yeah. I would say, hey, we can figure out something, but
must be a winner.
I got to go with Keith Lee on this one because Keith Lee NXT was he was a different breed. He was a different beast, and then he won that. He had the North American title, then won the NXT title, and then 2 nights later they screwed him over and they kind of pulled him back when he stepped up to the main roster, which was bullshit.
Well, shoot, AEW don't know what to do with him either.
No, they don't.
No, they put Swerve over, and then you ain't seen him since.
And I'm not feeling Swerve still. And that's weird. He's got more freedom, but I enjoyed him when he was more shackled in NXT.
And now they put him in a program with Dustin Rhodes.
I think that's just a vehicle for.
They still haven't done anything with those two dudes that he's with.
Like
the one that's supposed to and the one with all the gimmicks on his face.
It's a vehicle for Parker Bordeaux to get his shine somehow off of this. Nightmare Family, and all that stuff. So it'll give them a chance to work and show their I guess, dominance, if you want to call it that. So we go from that steel cage match, keeping it hot and heavy, and the adrenaline up to a light heavyweight championship match. It's a triple threat. My pick, just because I knew KG would enjoy it, is the Mothman, the Man of the Hour, Leo Rush. KG, who would you pick? Light heavyweight.
Ricochet.
Ooh, okay. Sumo?
Newest acquisition to NXT, Dragon Lee.
Really? I thought you would have said Adonis. Not a new acquisition. Was it Adrian Adonis? What's the guy's name? The black guy? Something Adonis.
Ashante the Adonis?
No.
From Hit Row?
No, it's the other guy. God dang it. I can't think of it. He's a North American champion now, I believe.
Oh, you talking about the guy that's named after the basketball player. I can't think of his name.
It'll come back to us. That.
Not LeBron.
It'll come back to me. It'll jump in my head.
Yeah.
But either way, we got that light heavyweight triple threat. Dragon Lee, Ricochet, and the Man of the Hour, Leo Rush. Sumo, you got to pick. You going with your own, or looking at this lineup, somebody else going to sway you?
That's a rough one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a rough
answer. and this at all. There is literally no wrong answer. Everybody's gonna get their shine. It takes you back to the old WCW days when you heard the luchadors come out. You know you good for about 15 minutes.
Ricochet doesn't need the rub, but he's going to do something to make that match, kind of like that bullshit he pulled with what's his name during the Royal Rumble.
But that's
Logan
not the first
Paul,
time
yeah.
something like that.
Oh no, it's not the first time, but it's the first time with him, and everybody made it more impressive. The fact that it was Logan Paul, and that was his fourth match, and he decided to do some dumb shit like that.
No,
that's why he got a torn ACL.
He made it across. Ricochet was good. We know he can make it.
Dragon Lee, not that he needs the push, but he is transitioning from the independents into NXT. So he would need a little bit of the shine coming into NXT to make himself known to those who haven't necessarily seen him or know who he is. And then with Leo Rush, it wouldn't hurt for him to win this match either. Especially since he's had a nice couple of matches here recently that have been critically acclaimed within the IWC as well.
Yep. That's tough, but you got to pick. In the words of Howard Finkel, there must be a winner.
I
could have put El Dopo in this match for real.
Okay. I'm putting on my Dusty hat.
Now, if you got a Dusty hat on, no, stop. If you're going to put the Dusty hat on, you might as well go ahead and do the Dusty tradition and the voice.
Well, you see what we're going to do here, baby.
There we go.
Is I'm gonna give Dragon Lee the Duke. And what's gonna happen here is they're gonna have La Facciones El Ingobernable. They're gonna come in. You're gonna have Roosh, his brother, right? And we're gonna have what's that white boy named Preston Vance. We're gonna bring them over from AEW.
I swear this racist in Black History Month.
Have them come over and do a little clubbering on the mother boys, do a little clubbering, put them in some pain, blues, and some agony, and let that man Dragon Lee get his shine on, let him get fucking like a monkey, Just imagine Dragon Lee get the Duke. He's standing up there all living on the end of a lightning bolt.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't go against that. I'm sorry. Like that's it. There's no getting around that.
That's it.
Monkey like a monkey. Yep. We're gonna let them polka dots get it. Sapphire, start dancing.
And please tell me y'all follow No Context Dusty on
Of course I do. No Context Dusty and Flair.
Yeah. When I tell you I let that thing go, I just go and I be driving and I just when the first one stop, I just keep flipping. And I will drive and listen to them all day long. It does something. It's just good. It's always good. And the missus, Big Sis, says Keith Lee is the only choice in that steel cage match. Let's not forget that. So I wasn't wrong, and I felt good about that. And Raj chimed in. He said hard times.
She ought to lock them sponsor 350.
Oh my God. Okay. Hard times, possibly the greatest promo of all time.
Don't get KG started on that. We do not need another story or another flashback about you talking about hard times to your kids.
Hey, hard times is going to Murray's daddy.
Here you come.
picking up that bag of freezer bunt, Widen Daddy, and going home and cooking that for dinner. Them smoky sweets. They used to come in that black and red box, Daddy. That's hard times there. Oh my goodness! Don't get me started. But I felt, even to this day, I still feel every word he said in that promo. So,
all right. So we come out of the light heavyweight match, and we jump straight into the best of the brand 6-way women's match. This is all AAA. There's no, Future. There's no Liv Morgan. There's no, randoms that's just going to be out. This is all top of the top, cream of the crop, best of the brand. So my first pick is
okay, there you go.
Strong. Sumo?
You said, well, who was your first pick there?
Oh, Jade.
No, he put down Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair as his picks.
I didn't get there yet. Spoiler alert.
Well, that's okay.
What?
We knew it.
So you got it down. So I mean, what?
Y'all got the notes, but the people don't know that that's what's coming. God dang, I'm trying to build up to it.
Whatever. Get out of the way.
I picked Jade and Charlotte. Yeah, one job.
No, I didn't actually.
Bless him. Bless him, Lord. KG. Excuse me.
Well, I'll pick one and I'll throw it to James, and then I can pick my second. Since you picked Jade and you picked Charlotte, I'm gonna go. I think the obvious choice. Now I might be stealing James' thunder with this one, but I'm gonna go Bianca Belair.
Nah, you didn't, because I told you this is one of the ones I was talking about earlier. I knew you were going. There are two names I knew you were going to pick, and you just picked the first one.
All right. Well, who's your first?
My first one is the NWA Women's Heavyweight Champion, Camille.
Okay. KG, who's your second?
My second, I'm on the fence. I really am. And it's not who you think it is, because I want to, after everything's picked, I want to book this one. I want to book this. But my second, I'm torn between Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, and Ruby Soho.
Ruby's out.
Wow.
She's not going to be the face of the brand.
Well, yeah.
Rosa, you can make a case.
And Britt Baker was already the women's face of AEW. She was the top AEW woman when they first started, and then they kind of buried her afterwards. So I'm gonna go with Britt Baker.
Okay. No disrespect to Ruby.
No, but she's out right now. She's convalescing.
All right, Sumo. Who's the sixth woman?
Wow. You didn't. That second pick was not the one I thought you were going to make.
Oh no, but I got something for you though. Don't worry about it. I got something for you, because I think I knew where you thought I was going. I got something for you though.
Okay. My second pick. I've got 4 names here, and one of them I've already made. I already called out, because I was kind of hedging my bets as to who KG was going to pick, so I could have an alternate in case he picked one of mine. I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné.
Ooh.
Really?
Jump.
Okay.
Mercedes make you jump. Okay.
Surprise. Neither one of y'all went with a Becky Lynch.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't cut it to his book.
The match is booked.
Okay, I'm about to do it.
He's about to book something, so you know there might be a run-in or something. So just hold on. Let's see what he's gonna say.
It's gonna start out normal. Of course, Charlotte gonna be on her thing. She's gonna be kind of dominating, right? Now, let me ask you a question. Let's talk about stipulations. This is no DQ, no holds barred, so chairs illegal.
There's a 6-way, so yeah, it's got to be no. It's got to be no DQ.
Charlotte's about it there with a chair shot, right, from Bianca. Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker getting it in outside the ring. Camille's getting a mud hole stomped in her by Bianca and Jade, right? Just when you think it's over, you think Bianca's about to win. Out of nowhere, Jordan Grace runs in.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna bring Jordan Grace up in here some kind of way.
Of course, but she clears the ring of everybody else. Only people that are in the ring is Jade, Jordan, and Bianca, and that starts a faction right then and there. That's 3 women that ain't no women in the fucking game beating right now. If we being serious, ain't none of them beating.
Jade, Jordan, and Bianca. Wait a minute, you said Jade, Jordan Grace, and Bianca Belair in a faction.
I mean, who got better bodies in the game than them? You see, they just sculpted bodies, so they go together. See what I'm saying? And they the strongest women in the game right now. Who running through them? They running through everything like X-Lax. You might as well go ahead and make Cornette their manager. They running through everything like X-Lax.
Who wins the match?
Oh, it's a dusty finish. Nobody wins. Don't worry about it. Okay, if I got to pick,
it just leads to the faction. There's no real winner in it. No, that's what he's saying.
How do you feel about it?
A lot of ass.
You gotta have consensus for it to be booked.
I can see that. I can see that happening. I can see the three of them together. Yeah.
I love it. We'll
let majority rule, but if I was booking it,
and then call them Black Girl Magic.
Well, you know, Jordan does have a little black in her.
She get blackened every night.
Yes, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh, sorry, can't say that on national television. But
Jade wins. That Jade.
I would have put just to let you know.
Well, Jade would have to win to keep her streak going, but
No, because you know her streak is only valid in AEW.
Well, she hasn't lost anywhere else, has she?
She hasn't been anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I would have the final 2 come down to Bianca and Jade. However, during the match, Bianca and Jade would start cleaning house. So I'm talking the chair shots were still coming to play, but they would just be whooping everybody with those chair shots and just eliminating people to where that's just carnage in the ring. Every time people come up, they clear out the ring. So it's those 2. And then I would have Bianca go over.
But see, the thing is with them, but you know, them 2 are, I'm not gonna say close, but they have a relationship outside of the ring,
which is fine. That's why it wouldn't be clean. This would be the one time Bianca will pull the tights or put the feet up on the ropes. It would not be a clean finish, so that way that would keep Jade intact because she had to cheat to win. So yeah, she got the L, but the L don't count. But the L also has a caveat on it.
Well, Raj say Bianca will whoop Jade's ass. And I can actually see that.
In real life, yeah. But
I say in a shoot that would happen. I would say in a shoot that would happen.
The thing is, Bianca was a power lifter. Like God, man.
Power lifter, I mean, you can fight.
Yeah, honestly, but she can fight.
You know who would probably whip both of them in a fight?
Who?
Rhea Ripley.
Oh no, bro.
Some hands.
Yeah, but
But athletically, yeah, Jade Bianca would, destroy her. Now, if Jade, kicks somebody with the nigga please kick, that she'd be going on their matches, because I swear she'd be kicking the life out of some of them people. Them girls like, God damn, I swear. Like, what's that girl named Pancake? Who she like kicking all the time? a cupcake, you know, the one that be stirring up the pot. Red velvet. That's what it is.
Pancake cupcake.
He's going through the street fashion and whatnot. Oh my God.
Thank you.
That's funny.
I'm done for the night. All right, so yeah. But it's booked now, KG.
Hold on. Everybody's saying the same thing. They say they can see that. We haven't come to a resolution.
Yeah, we did. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, we did.
2 out of 3.
So we're giving it to Jade?
No, we're giving it to your faction.
Okay. So that's a no contest.
Yeah, we're gonna end with a no contest with the new faction of Black Girl Magic.
That's gonna go over real well.
Dark Areola, that's what you call it.
Hey, Owen was part of Nation of Domination. Sammy was part of the Bloodline. Why can't Jordan Grace be black?
Yep.
Hey, look, I agree, man.
She can even play the part, you know, like the white girl who's always trying to pretend to be black or wants to hang with the black women. You know, she can play that part.
No, she can take it back to the 70s and just be that one guy in the background, you know, in the midst of somebody talking job, be like, yeah. That's all she needs to say. Yeah. The entire time.
Oh my goodness.
And then let her and Ron Simmons get into it. Yeah. Damn. Man. That'd be awesome. So there it is. We have no best of the brand technically established, but you have a finish. So 2 more matches to go. This one is actually really dear to my heart because I can't wait to find out who y'all put in. And no, James, we're not going to say ahead of time who both my picks
I was about to say I won't step on your toes, sir.
Thank you very much because you know how sensitive. I've been walking a lot my toes, you know. I ain't got no bunions or funyuns, but goddamn, you know, nobody likes a sumo to step on their feet. So this match, I guess we could call it co-main event, is the working man's ladder match. And we all know the working man's championship is going to be your Intercontinental, TNT, you know, whatever, mid-card championship. The one that, you know, everybody fights to get, and they, you know, as it used to be, was the precursor to be the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. So this is the working man's ladder match. My first entrant into this ladder match is Bryan Danielson, not Daniel Bryan. So that means we put that indie flair in there, Bryan Danielson. KG, who are you putting in this ladder match?
This was a tough one for me, but I said Drew McIntyre. And this is a 6-way as well. I said Drew McIntyre.
Drew. Okay. Sumo? I know you got somebody from New Japan that you would have put in.
Well, actually, again, not to step on anybody's toes or to in case somebody made a pick that I made or I chose, I've made 4 choices. But since you are speaking on New Japan, I'll go ahead and use that New Japan pick. And from Los Ingobernables de Japón, the faction leader Tetsuya Naito.
Okay. Naito goes in. My second pick for the match, Finn Balor. KG?
Jinder Mahal.
What the hell?
No, I'm playing.
You had to know. You had to know he was going to say that. He's been pushing Jinder Mahal for about a year now.
Because now, I like Jinder, so I would go with it.
I mean, no, but because I got Bray Wyatt in there instead.
Okay, that's an interesting choice.
Yes, he gotta work his way back.
Okay. Sumo?
Okay, of my other three, which one do I want to go with?
Now don't make it good because you gotta book the finish on this one. Don't put yourself over, but make it a good match.
Oh no, it's going to be a good match with either one of these guys. One is a former national heavyweight champion with NWA.
Mm-hmm.
One is a former tag team champion within Impact Wrestling, and one is a current world champion. So, funny thing is, they're all Canadian. I just realized that. Well, one's British actually. The other one, but he was living in Canada for a while. Damn. Who would be a good fit? You said, KG, you said.
So right now you got Bryan Danielson, Drew McIntyre, Naito, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt and
so right
Drew
now,
McIntyre.
Bray is a heavy. And then everybody else is light.
Okay, that's big guy, technical.
Not an easy job to do, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the AEW shows are sometimes good, sometimes bad, and why Vince has a whole building of people.
Okay. I'm gonna put a stone in the shoe. All ego, Ethan Page.
Okay. So just again, because give you time to think about it, play it in your head, figure out what you would like the finish to be. Working man's ladder match. You got Bryan Danielson in there with Drew McIntyre, Naito, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and Ethan Page. That's a solid match. It's a lot of ladder work. Got some good spots and some high flying. But who's going to win?
And this is not for a championship. You just said these are just IC level.
Yep. Folks that are just going to walk out of that match and can look at anybody in that main event and say, I'm your number one contender based off of this match of any brand. It's just straight clout.
I'm going to go with Finn Balor.
Really? Okay.
Finn Balor, because being that Finn Balor is getting ready to go into possibly go into WrestleMania against Edge in Hell in a Cell, from what the rumors are saying. This will give him a little bit of a push, but I would have him end up at the top of the ladder with Ethan Page.
Okay.
Going in the end. Everybody, Naito will most likely take out Bray with the Destino.
Okay.
And then I have Danielson take out McIntyre with that psycho knee. And then Ethan and Balor will be up at the top of the ladder going at it with Finn knocking Ethan off of the ladder, and win and getting whatever is at the top of the ladder, contract or whatever.
Okay, I can see that. I may change it up a little bit to where Finn Balor is grabbing, we'll say, the briefcase, and Ethan is holding on to him. He pulls off the briefcase, it detaches, and it ends up the two falling, and Finn converts that into a coup de grace, and that's how Ethan Page is taken out. So Finn wins the match, but he takes out Ethan at the same time. With your booking. Now, I would have actually put over Ethan Page as the finish. I would have had him and Bray Wyatt being the final two. Because I think Danielson and Finn Balor would cancel each other out. And Naito and Drew would just be off, just heavy hitting somewhere. And then Bray would be doing his Bray thing, but, Ethan would just catch him. Some move, somehow, some way. It would end up being a cutter or something like that. And then just catch him and give him enough time to just take it. What about you, KG? I mean, the finish is there, but this is just, would you do anything different, or do you agree, disagree?
No, I agree. And going back to our last match with the women, Raj say put a hoop earring on Jordan Grace. That would work because she looks good in hoops, so that would work.
You were a Dookie rope?
No, that's a little too much.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, the hoop earrings would say everything.
Yeah,
the women would know automatically what the hoop earrings mean.
Are we going back to the 90s though? With the big hoop?
No, this is current.
No, current hoop earring.
We're gonna go back with
this is current. That's the thing with hoop earrings now. So yeah, that's the trend now. So yeah, give us a set of a nice big hoop earrings. Go down to her shoulders. The bigger the hoop, the more you saying, pretty much.
Is she gonna wear a bonnet too?
I hope not, because if she does, I'm done. The gimmick's already ruined. She wear the popcorn bag, the gimmick is ruined.
And have her wear a robe. Now I say that because I went to CBS yesterday, and that's literally what I saw walking in.
Have her wear them fuzzy slides with the hoop earrings. Have her put on a bonnet. Because I mean, to overdo the gimmick would make the gimmick.
But see, if you overdid it that way, now you're being stereotypical, and it's not in a good way. Now,
Lash Legend.
Who's that?
Lash Legend. That's all I'm gonna say is Lash Legend. If you've seen Lash Legend's gimmick, she overdoes black women.
Shoot, I'm gonna take it back further to a big
girl. No, and then Bianca does it too.
Yeah,
she doesn't do it to the Legend, but
where that's it. But I'm gonna take you back a little bit further in the WCW. Remember that fool Kiwi? Go look that up, ladies and gentlemen. Like, how did they get that on TV, Eric Bischoff? Got that on Kiwi. That was, before Rico and all that other stuff, and Billy and Chuck. There was Kiwi.
Well, he was supposed to be their version of Adrian Street, but that didn't work out at all. I mean, it was what it was. He got a little bit of a run, but it was it didn't work.
It was funny.
Ben, I see you. You said you had a tape delay, but nah, Ricochet got his ass whooped already, so he didn't have to talk. But Lash Legend is from Atlanta, Georgia. Enough said. I ain't got nothing else to say. So
and she plays the part. She plays the part.
I'll give you that. But see, that's the thing. You wouldn't want Jordan Grace to take that and go over that far. You just need her to be in the lane. It's implied. It don't need to be her clapping every time she's saying something. It don't need to be stereotypical because then you ruin it. And we in an era right now where you go too far with something like that, and it's gonna be a problem to the point that this doesn't get off the ground and be as good as it can be because it's gonna be too much focus on the portrayal instead of the skill set. Like, she's not trying to be something she's not, but she's interacting with her homegirls. That's basically what it is. That's all this faction is, and they kicking everybody ass. So yeah, you go too far. You know how it is in society. You say something you've been saying for 40 years, all of a sudden it's offensive. So, and with the current match, Rod say I would love to have Balor as the Demon. I would like that too. Man, we are missing Demon Finn Balor.
Demon against Edge has to.
If you could get Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor, it's got to be the Fiend versus the Demon.
Well, the Fiend's done.
Yeah, but they haven't set it up for that yet. They haven't set it up for that though.
The Fiend is dead. He's retired. The Fiend.
Okay, well, I feel that I feel you missed. I
don't think he's retired. The Fiend. I think he's just saving it for that special moment. He doesn't want to overdo the Fiend. He wants the Demon to come out in a moment that's going to be memorable. He doesn't want to put out the Demon that's just something to do, which is what they were doing with that character. Well, then put him with Bray Wyatt then, and have him be the Demon. I mean, yeah. So I mean, but they would have to set up the Demon in order for the Demon to come out. Yeah. And if they haven't done it by now, they're not going to do it for WrestleMania.
Which is you're missing out on a huge opportunity not doing that, because that's what everybody wants to see.
They still got time. You only need 3 weeks to set that up.
Plus, I don't see the Demon as part of this faction anyway.
But remember, we're talking Hell in a Cell,
and the Demon has to come back from hell.
Event, you're bringing them from the depths of hell to go into hell. You know what I'm saying? That one special moment. That's what that would be.
But against Edge?
Yeah. I mean, you can't have him go in there and just be Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell. If he goes in there as Finn Balor in current form, then we know there's going to be run-ins and all that stuff. And, it's going to be 80 million people in that daggone cell by the time we get done.
I hate the fact that they didn't let Finn do what he was doing when he was in New Japan. See, when he was in New Japan, he just wasn't he just didn't have that Demon makeup. He would come in as cosplay. He came in as the Joker one time. He came in as Jack the Ripper one time. He came in as a bunch of different characters and whatnot. He just came in the costume, and his ring gear matched whatever he was coming out. He was almost like a Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is
Liv Morgan doing it and Oscar doing it.
Yeah. See, NXT when they came to NXT, they took that away from him. So, but if there was a way for him to come back and start doing cosplay within this faction, that would be cool. But to do and he could do different face paint. Like the Demon character wasn't really the Demon character when he was in New Japan. He was actually doing body paint as Carnage and Venom.
Right.
And that's where they got the Demon character from. So if he could come out and do body paint like characters, like different characters, it doesn't have to be exactly Spider-Man or Venom or Demon or Carnage or whatever, but a knockoff of such, or somebody that may be a lower character within the DC or Marvel universe that wouldn't get them sued or whatever. They could do that, but as far as the Demon and the actual character of the Demon, the gimmick, the Demon, I say no.
Okay.
But if I had to pick, I'm picking Finn Balor. I take Finn Balor to win this one.
Finn's won anyway. So let's talk about the main event. We've done the working man's, but now you're going to go to the face of the brand. Heavyweight championship status, the big guy. And just to tickle his fancy, Sumo gets 2 picks. I know, right? I know. Help us all.
Yeah, you didn't give KG a spot where he got 2 picks.
Are you hating?
Yeah, I'm hating a little bit. The KG can get 2 picks. Why can't KG get 2 picks?
Because it's his pay-per-view.
But he ain't doing all the booking.
He booked the side. He booked the finish. I'm not booking any finishes. You booked the finish. I'm just coming up with the criteria.
Only because, I mean, I'll be a producer. That's more money.
My pick, there's only one option.
I'm just trying to look out for you, KG.
I appreciate that.
Acknowledge him, Roman Reigns.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jey Uso.
I was going to say Sami Zayn. Who's your first pick, Sumo?
Kazuchika Okada.
Okay.
The Rainmaker.
KG?
Jonathan Gresham.
And Sumo rounded out in his fatal four-way. Face of the brand.
And to put a little chop to the throat to Mr. Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
All right, so we're looking at Roman Reigns versus Gresham versus Okada versus Jacob Fatu. And your fatal four-way for the main event of Worlds Collide 1, because this will be an annual event. Face of the brand match. KG, you get to make the first call since it's your pay-per-view.
When's the last time Roman Reigns lost? What, 2.5 years ago? We're going into 3 years.
Going on 3. He hasn't lost. He hasn't been pinned in over 3 years, almost 3 years.
Pinned cleanly.
Right. Well, pinned period. Yeah.
Right.
Man.
And who was the last one to do it? Was it Owens?
Well, before the streak started? God, that was so long ago. That was Thunderdome. May have been KO.
Another idea that we should have been getting paid off of, but I digress.
I think it may have been Seth.
I say Roman lose this. Go ahead and give it it's going to come down to it, but Roman gets pinned for the first time in almost 3 years, and he gets pinned by family. Fatu.
It was Baron Corbin?
Jacob Fatu.
Are you serious?
What? I got going on over there. What's going on?
Got some inside information, from my assistant that said Baron Corbin was the last person to pin Roman Reigns.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now I gotta pay people for that. God damn. So what'd you say, KG? I'm sorry. I was sidetracked by
I said Jacob Fatu.
He said Jacob Fatu pins Roman Reigns clean. That's what he said.
Clean. I'm gonna go with Gresham as the dark horse. Nobody would expect it. Roman would get the pin. He wouldn't be pinned. I think Gresham would pin Fatu. Sumo, this is a tough one, as it should be.
I say Jacob Fatu is up. Roman Reigns is in trouble with Okada. Jacob Fatu comes in, saves Roman. Gresham comes in, comes after Roman. Fatu takes out Gresham. Okada comes in, attempts to pin Roman. Fatu saves him. They both Fatu and Roman go after Okada. Reigns pins Okada, and Fatu joins the Bloodline.
Well, damn.
That's Universal in. Even though we talked about that at some point a couple weeks ago. So does that make, well, if we go by that, then wouldn't that still make Roman the face of the brand?
It would. It would, but I would take it even further. I would take it even further where Fatu joins the Bloodline. Things go south with Jay. They start fracturing between Jay and Jimmy. Roman puts Fatu together with Solo. They wind up in a some kind of four-way match for the titles. For the titles. Jay and Jimmy aren't getting along within the match. Solo and Fatu take advantage of that, pin Jay, end up pinning Jimmy. Jay breaks off from the Bloodline, and the titles stay within the Bloodline. Solo and Fatu win the titles.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
But I think ultimately Roman's going to fake an injury and take a vacation.
Why he got to fake an injury? I mean, he can't just.
I'm not wishing the man to get injured.
He can't just say, "Look here, I'm done. I'm going away.
I'm done being ahead of the table. I'm gonna go take a trip." You can't do that. He's gonna have to get hurt in order to take that belt from him. They're gonna have to break him. So he's gonna have to, go through all the vignettes and all that stupid stuff. But then it's gonna leave the void on who's running things. It may start with, the wise man having a phone every week and, hey, I'm talking to him. This is what let me talk to him. No, he's only talking to me. And then, it starts the power struggle. And then that's where main event Jay becomes main event Jay. And he starts to rise up into power, almost like in a Godfather sense with Michael Corleone over his dad. So that way you set those two up to face each other, him and Roman, at the next WrestleMania. Doesn't have to be a championship match. It's just for who's going to run the bloodline. And then you can have all the Anoa'i family there. The Rock could be there, trying to, as a special guest referee. He doesn't have to wrestle and be in ring shape. All those things can come into play. But those two could go at it one-on-one for your Nintendo. You're welcome, KG. Had to throw in a little Jordan versus Bird there.
Here's my thing. Number one, The Rock is already in ring shape, so we don't have to worry about that.
So you think he swerving us?
I mean, what I think with everything coming out and people talking about The Rock is he's a roid user. What was that? What was the dude? The Liver King, whatever he was, and it came out he was on steroids, and now everybody's been ramping up. Oh, with The Rock, how the hell he stay in shape all like that, and he shouldn't be able to do this, and he couldn't be doing. Man, just
all that fool on Twitter. Shoot, but then again, how Jonathan Gresham over here putting in that work, cutting. I mean, it's just the way that people are training differently now. supplements and all this other stuff, how they getting lean and putting on mass in different areas. Technology is different.
Way different, but I think The Rock is in perfect ring, not perfect ring shape, but I think he's in ring shape enough to get in there.
He can run 15.
He can take a stunner. He can take a spear.
No, he's not in stunner shape. I can tell you now, as thick as he is, he can't. His core isn't strong enough to be able to flip over 3 times, go over top of the ring, roll around outside, flip somehow back in the ring, and then catch another stunner. He's not in that good of a shape yet.
You know what, Don? I know you probably remember this. If you remember what was that, SmackDown 2? They actually put that in SmackDown 2. Yeah. When you had the regular stunner, and then when he gave you the Stone Cold stunner, he acted. It was only character that did it was The Rock, and he would flip around like that. It's like, God, dog, man, just come on. And you wasn't. It was no kicking out of that.
Shawn Michaels was bad with that too, overselling the stunner.
Was that the stunner he stood on his head?
Yeah.
But still, the best overselling.
On YouTube of I think I think they got one for The Rock and for Shawn Michaels where they oversell the stunner, or they oversell finishing moves. Period.
Yeah, but number one overseller for the stunner is always going to be Vince, because Vince the only one that was having a seizure.
He dead fishes the stunner.
Yeah, the first stunner he took when he was having a seizure in a match. I mean, on the mat. After that, that's classic. The Rock can flip all day long, but like, man, I think he just killed Vince. And then you had Jim Ross calling that too. Look, and the King was like, look at him. Get well, King. By the way, get well. Prayers with you. But yeah. So ultimately, the face of the brand, according to you guys, the majority is going to rule, is going to be Roman Reigns via some bloodline action. Book of our crook. He's going to come out to be acknowledged as the face of the brand. And that is how you end Worlds Collide 1. KG, we'd have fleshed out your show.
Yeah, I'm with it. $59.99 on pay-per-view. It will not be shown on Peacock because I need maybe a little crimson here and there, especially in that steel cage match. I just remember me on the back end. That's all I'm saying. Just remember me on the back.
So this is going to be a pay-per-view and not a premium live event.
No, this will be a pay-per-view. This the only way you can do this is pay-per-view. That way you got and to do it, you got to do it outdoors, and you got to do it in the LA Coliseum. That's at least 125,000 people. At least 125.
No Mercedes-Benz?
No. Because the LA Coliseum seats 110,000 just for a sporting event. That's not to mention the floor seats around the barricade that you add in.
Right.
It's not to mention that. So I want the biggest venue possible. And I'm not even asking for merchandise sales. I just want 5% of the gate and 10% of the pay-per-view numbers. That's all.
I want some merch. I want some food and beverage. I want some of all that stuff since I made this daggone show. Pay me too.
I want my money on the back end. Resale.
He's rich in the spirit, so he don't need no money.
Shit, I need my money bad in a hog knee slot, baby. Let's go.
Notice you quiet. You can't even say nothing.
What, me?
Yeah, be rich on Jesus. He don't need none of that.
I'm just along for the ride. I'll take my little production money, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
You think I wouldn't I could take care of the guys in the truck? They could go from 73 cents to probably 78 cents. Bills would get paid around the office. We could actually have a real refrigerator in our office, man.
Dang.
A real refrigerator instead of a cooler.
I could actually call Reef or Rick and he would show up.
Plus, I'm gonna have my bootleg T-shirts out there in the parking lot. So
See,
I'm gonna get me
Sumo for your mom. That's what it would say, right?
Like Denzel said. Like Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something.
See, you know what?
Oh, I got it. Here's your other outside of Sumo for your mom. Sorry about your damn toes. That'd be the other T-shirt.
I could buy this house. I think it's in Indiana, and it's a 5-bedroom house. On one side, on the other side, it's a whole basketball court connected to the house. That could be our new base of operations. Everybody we moving to Indiana. That's our new base of operations.
So we all gonna be on cots in the daggone basketball court?
No. It's got technically, officially, legally, it has 5 bedrooms, but it's really like, I think let me look it up again, but I think it's really like 8. Huh?
I got like 40 kids. You got like 33.
Wait, who said the kids was coming? Wait, who said the kids was coming?
You got to clarify that we dipping.
Look, we gone. We got to go to work. This is where we're at.
You're about to get yelled at. You better wrap this up.
Yeah, they're gonna be they gonna since Twinkle Twinkle Little Star still playing, he gonna be asleep to that in a minute.
Oh shoot! But hey,
AG on Lauren Lake's paternity court.
Look, I got big dreams, man. I ain't saying I'm leaving the kids behind, but they got to keep the home fires burning. We got to go get this office together with this basketball court
in Indiana. See, yep. See, your ass got in trouble now. I told you wrap this shit up. Told you. Got damn.
I ain't see. Look, no, you got in trouble.
Oh, that's not for me. That ain't for me. Soon as you set out your mouth. Like, oh, we ain't bringing no kids. I saw a skirt. Like,
wait.
He about to get assassinated.
That's because he had sent me a note.
Oh shit! Now I'm quiet.
All of me,
man. Look, I was away from my kids over the summer for 12 days. That was the first time in 19 years I've ever been away from my kids for more than a night. That shit right there was hell. So I know I'm not going to Indiana without them.
Stop lying. You grew up. You gained 3 inches down there. You was out there partying.
Man, they got mad at me. Man, you're not going to leave your room? No. We finished meetings. I'm going back up to my room and flip my game on. I got on FaceTime with the whole family and talked to them for half the night. And then I looked out the window when I was in Ohio, and it was 9:30. I thought it was about 6:15, 6:20. I said, man, it's 9:30. It's almost 10 o'clock. The sun was still out. I was like, okay, I think I'm supposed to go to bed.
I told you that mess will get you.
Man, the food was good though. The food was good. So next trip I got, I know I'm gonna eat good again. So
well, you did it. You had a good job because every time I turn around, Sideline Junkies mailbox keeps having them envelopes coming in. I mean, a self-addressed envelope comes back with it saying them hoes. Like KG, it's an address from them hoes. Like, man, shoot, I don't know what you was doing out there, but them hoes be trying to keep in contact.
Nah, them hoes ain't keeping in contact with me. I got a philosophy about that, and I'll tell you that off here. But it's a whole philosophy about that, but nah.
You know you want to do it. There's some hoes in this house.
Nah, hey, that's your shit. That's your Baltimore shit right there.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you can feel that.
I ain't gonna lie. Good old house music always do you right.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Yeah. What about your girl?
That I done talked about it, and I still don't know what. Somebody was playing some.
What about your girl on the Grammys talking about she thanking the queer community for inventing house music?
Who said that shit?
Your girl Beyonce.
Wow.
When she won an award. She thanked the queer community for inventing house music.
That's not who invented house music.
Bless her little heart. I bet you everybody in Chicago is pissed.
Yeah, because
oh yeah, Black Twitter blew her up.
I didn't see that. I missed that one.
Chicago lit her on fire.
I didn't see the show, but I saw the clip, and I said there was a story behind it. There was a story that I saw. Well, you know how you get on Google and they have those news stories and whatnot. I saw one of those, and it was like, wow, really?
You damn right she don't know any better. Because that house music started in Chicago, but it's a difference between Chicago house and Baltimore house, though. It's totally different.
There's a big difference.
And she damn sure don't know no better.
When it first came over, it was about the same.
Yeah, but then Baltimore put its own spin on it.
Let's just somebody walking down the street, we gonna make a track about that. I'm like, what the hell? You know, when I went back and I heard Fred Sanford's club mix, I'm like, God damn it.
That's one of my favorites right there. That and Wait a Minute, Mr. Postman.
But then, Mr. Pope, like y'all just anything y'all want to do, y'all just gonna sample it and go ham.
Yeah.
But in a related story, before we wrap this up, I went ahead and took my kids back and played on YouTube Doo-Doo Brown. They was like, what the heck is this? Frank C out there going ham.
Hey.
But gotta keep them culture.
No.
They don't know what music is. But then again, we starting to sound like our parents now.
Well,
our parents said the same thing to us about rap music.
Yeah.
When rap music first came out. As a matter of fact, it was probably like 3 years ago. I went home for Christmas and we sitting around the Christmas table. And my uncle from Greensboro and his family and whatnot, we at the table. And one of my nephews was playing something. I guess it was for like Waka Flocka, Lil Uzi Vert, or so whoever that fool was. He was playing some kind of music. He was playing something. And I was like, what is that mess you playing? Oh, this is such and such and so-and-so. You don't know nothing about that. I'm like, man, that ain't music. That ain't music. You don't know music. And I felt these eyes on me. And I looked over at my uncle. He was like, and I was like, yeah, I get it now. I'm with you. Okay. I understand now. I get it. I understand exactly what y'all were talking about back in the day now. So yeah, I get it.
See,
he probably said the same, you said the same thing to him when y'all was out there.
Exactly. He said same thing to me about KRS-One. He said the same thing to me about KRS-One.
KG, that's not what he said it. James was like, yo, this is the jam. He going in and like, boy, if you don't go ahead and get back into the field, Pharaoh said we got to make brick with no straw.
You know what?
Oh, wow.
Let's end this before I cuss him out.
Oh, wow.
Let's end this. Verify your bonds. How about that?
Massa over there at the plantation talking about her, but get this work done in the fields, picking that cotton. James over there talking about, man, there's some cotton in this house. There's some cotton in this house. Over here, Bob. If you see it, point it out. Oh man.
KG, hit the button. Hit the button.
Picture of James in the Smithsonian.
Hit the button.
In like 3 areas.
The man said diversify your bonds.
How he get painted by Da Vinci picking cotton? That's racist right there.
Hit the button, KG.
That's like the second half to Mona Lisa. She looking like, what is this nigga doing here?
Either you take your line or I'm gonna take your line.
Take it. Push the button, KG.
Well, back in World War I.
See, you know what? He getting ready to go down there. He tired.
No, I'm cool. You can go all the way up there, but when you start talking about the Nazis and Jews, James was there. You can't go that far. You know what I'm saying?
And there goes the FCC violation. Thank you very much.
Nope. I'm not touching that at all.
And I'm offended. So I'm now offended.
We're gonna bring it back. But I will say, I give James his props because even though people think it was James Cameron and all that, the Nubian Sumo, ladies and gentlemen, invented CGI. Because while everybody was watching, you know what I'm saying, looking at JFK, if you look at it, you can see the stop motion. James is moving the bullet all the way around, and that's high curve. That's messed up. That man is CGI. He brought it in.
Don't play into this shit, Natisha. Don't play into this shit. Don't play into this shit.
I'm just saying.
The man said diversify your bonds there, Don.
I'll pay you $5 right now if you hit him with that unicorn.
That's not a unicorn. It's a butt stallion.
A what?
It's a butt stallion.
Was that Princess Luna?
No, it's a butt stallion from Borderlands.
You would know.
It looked like a My Little Pony. That's why.
I can't be playing around with y'all, man. Shoot, James gonna outlive us all. So,
Lord,
he would know about them butt stallions.
Well, we're gonna turn that back around because
since he's a rump wrangler,
when house music started was you.
He's a rump wrangler, so
here we go.
He knows about them butt stallions.
My jaws, my cheeks, my cheekbones, y'all.
Middle passage, James sitting around the middle passage like, hey man, y'all want to play some Jenga?
Good night, everybody.
Yeah,
let's go home.
That's done. That's done. You gonna eat your cornbread?
Don't be trying to come for me now, James. Don't be trying to come for me now.
Well, tomorrow morning we got the Sunday Rise at 10 a.m. Hopefully 10 a.m. if I can get everybody. I agree wholeheartedly, Natisha. Wrap that shit up, B. We got the Sunday Rise in the morning. Super Bowl trivia, Super Bowl preview. So until then, the People's Choice Don Rodriguez, the Nubian Sumo James, I'm the big guy KG. Fellas.
Konnichiwa.
That was
said the first.
Yeah, I mean, but that was like the driest konnichiwa.
Well, if you want to go and see the first ever,
well, he getting ready to get with his butt unicorn and go lube up. So that's why he's all dry.
Italian, first of all. Secondly,
that too. You know the proper name of it. I don't.
After you probably you go over there to the Smithsonian, and if you want to see the first ever fingerprint, it's called the fossil. It's an Nubian Sumo.
Okay.
It's in a question mark because they was questioning, what he was doing to get all them pelts and stuff so he would stay warm back in the day.
Oh, Lord. Good night, everybody, because the People's Choice is going in. Good night. He's sleeping.